Welcome to our collective and psychic readings. So I'm going to do a shortish collective reading first. So if you're just catching this now, you can just listen for the first, 10-15 minutes. And that will be the collective reading. And then I'm going to jump into individual readings on this call. So hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from on this Sunday, Monday around the world. And I'm just going to share this live stream so then we can go live for our collective reading and then go individual, see what's coming through. Okay. Feels like there's a bit of like, which way is it going to go? And then if we look at the collective world stuff going on, it's like, well, of course it's which way is it going to go? So let me bring this up so I can share this in the right places. Okay. Do we have some more? Do we have some more? I think there's a pretty strong message wanting to come through for this collective reading too. So if you're an entrepreneur, healer, someone who knows that they're here to change the world, this collective reading is definitely for you. It's coming through pretty strong. I've just got one more place to share this and then we can jump into this. Okay. All right, so for our collective reading, let me just jump back into the comments here. The collective reading, like the message coming through really strongly is like, there's always ways to do what you need to do, but then there's a way that's unique and specific for you. And it's really important that this is what's coming through. In essence of like, I always talk about stay focused on your big picture vision, on what you're clear on what's really important to you, like what's the main end goal, what's the purpose, like what's the purpose, like what's the purpose, what are you doing this for? And then it's like really coming into that fact of what's the purpose? That's the message. I almost want to say, what is the purpose of you doing this? What is the purpose of you sharing this? What is the purpose of you doing it? Like, are you doing it for doing its sake? Or are you doing it for a purpose? Are you doing it to lead somewhere? Are you doing it for a reason? Are you doing it like, where is that piece for you? And I think that that's a really important message here. And I'm not saying like you have to be so clear on your purpose and know what you're doing, but it's also like, what is the purpose? It's almost like, are you being busy for busy's sake, or are you being busy for a purpose? And then I'm picking up, like, if you're just being busy for busy's sake, there's sabotage going on underneath. But the only reason that we jump into sabotage is because we don't feel good enough to receive what it is that we're creating. So what is that for you? What is that for you? So when we look at the cards that I've pulled for the collective, of course, what's come up is the Lion's Gate. I know we just passed it last week, but hello. That's pretty cool. And the lion is asking you to have courage in what you believe in. Have courage in what is your purpose. Have courage in why you're doing this. Have courage, like it's like the courage, but there's a unique purpose. Like there's so many people that have written a recipe book, for example, but the way that you write the recipe book is different and unique, and it's needed in the world. And you never know where it's going to lead to, where and what you're being guided to do with that particular book. It's like, what is the purpose that you're doing it? Like, what is the purpose that you're doing this? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, that's just the message. I just gotta sit there and repeat myself if I keep saying it, but That is the message. Because then it's interesting, then we have the Garuda. And it's like that eagle eye. It's like, have the courage to do your unique way. And there's a bigger picture vision that you need to stay connected to of why you're doing the purpose every day. Does that make sense? How's like they've both got the big like arches and stuff. You see that? So interesting. In the past card as well is also like the sacred chalice. Dava Patra. I'm just going to read this for some reason. 38. Hilarious. So 38, sorry, I just read the first part of the message. 38 is the number of the card. 38, Ascended Masters are helping you with your financial situation. So this is the past card. It's number 38. I've just looked in here for the angel number. So number 38 is, was it the Ascended Masters are helping you with your financial situation? Because 3 is Ascended Masters, and then 8 is all about financial abundance. We've got the Lion's Gate, 8. I know it was last week, this collective reading coming through. And then this, this is out of the confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. That is the cup, right? The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. You won't trust if you've been hurt and you haven't healed from that. So if you're continually attracting and repeating situations over and over again, it's because you haven't healed and opened your heart. You haven't surrendered into the healing and the trust of where you began. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, and generous and trusting heart. Generous and trusting heart. If you're having issues with receiving abundance, interesting, because I read the 38 number out, you haven't healed your heart. The Lion is asking you to have courage in opening your heart and trusting what it is that you're needing to bring out of your heart, to speak out of your heart in alignment with your big picture vision. I'm just going to read something from here, wants to jump out as well. Cultivate confidence in yourself. You have the inner spiritual power to deal wisely and effectively with any situation. Don't allow anyone to take advantage of your kind nature. Reflect upon what action feels best for you to take and then follow through with decisiveness. Have the courage to just do it. Don't allow negativity to get a grip in your life. It's like zoom up over the bigger picture, stay there. Positive energy and outcomes are indicated. And that's because you've trusted. What does it say here? Like cultivate confidence, right? Reflect upon what action feels best and then do it. Don't allow negativity to get a grip into your life. It's time to shake it all off. I just want to see as well, because then we've got the sun, and then a vulva of Siddhar. And it's like, there's the healed heart. I wonder if that's the healed heart. I'm still learning this deck. This deck is deep. Yes, see? Healed heart. Your inner spiritual power. This is the confidence to trust your power, to open your heart again, to stay focused, to choose something and then just go for it. And then this one, your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and conscious redirection of your inner energies towards that which you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for greater good. And this is where, like the Garuda, the eagle above, knowing, it's like knowing, so this is the knowing, the crown chakra, knowing what your vision is. The lion is the courage to open the heart, to move forward with the heart, to follow your heart, to walk forward with the open heart. The Garuda is the one of the spiritual knowledge and the bigger picture vision that's connected to source and spirit, which is your purpose, which, what do I always say? When the crown chakra is activated, so is the heart. When the heart chakra is activated, so is the crown. The crown and the heart are in ultimate alignment. And your spiritual power, some people would say it's solar plexus, your spiritual power comes forth from that, yeah? Okay, just seeing what's jumping out, and I can feel. And this is, where was it? Out of clarity, out of confusion. Clarity is coming or something from this one, the cup. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. Now, well, that's what I was coming through before I got on this live stream. When you're confused, you're fused. The only reason that you're confused is because you're fused to somebody. You actually know what to do. You actually know what to do. And you're healing and opening your heart to follow that. Cultivate that wisdom. You know what to do, make a decision and do it. The only reason you're confused is because you're fused with somebody, with a teaching, with an environment, with something. If you find yourself going, oh, I'm not sure, I'm confused what to do now, actually, you knew what to do before, and so you were doing it. The only thing that we start getting confusion from is when we're starting to ask other people because we don't trust our own intuition about what we were doing in the first place. The sun, this is in what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. So number 16. 16 is like a breakaway number as well. Like it's time to break away out of the current molds and situations that you've put yourself in. You know, like you're trying to fit yourself into a mold, into a box. Actually, you're not born for a fucking box. You're born to change the world. Stop trying to squeeze yourself into a fucking box. Hello. Hello. Okay. The sun. This part just jumped out at me. The moment the soul takes its authentic path, a wondrous awakening can take place. Oh, what is that? Cultivate confidence. Out of confusion, clarity is coming. Open your heart. Follow the heart. You already know what to do. The moment the soul takes its authentic path, a wondrous awakening can take place. The moment the soul takes its authentic path, a wondrous awakening can take place. I almost want to say, the moment the soul trusts itself, the authentic path opens up. You already know what to do. Why are you waiting around? You already know what to do. And this is the overlying card, the Deer of Delta. Oh, and look what's underneath that. So that's the bottom card of the deck, the Deer of Delta. And then underneath that is the bear. And I'm so excited because bear is the totem animal for reality awareness. And the Sacred Scar is actually the Healing the Heart card. Taking those scars and, what is it? Turning your pain into your purpose. That one. So number 26, Deer of Delta. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. What's that called? Oh, I think that's called alignment of your purpose, of your authentic path. Oh, what's that? Everything comes into your path when you step onto your path in full alignment with your purpose. That is Archangel Chamuel. He is the Life Purpose Archangel. Archangel Chamuel, the Life Purpose Archangel, is the one who, when you step onto your path of your purpose, your authentic path, everything and anything that you want turns up for that. Without any force, you can overcome even the extreme negativities. When you're on authentic purpose path, it doesn't mean that it won't be hard at some times, but everything is always flowing in the direction of which you're meant to go. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. I'm also hearing you need to go first. You go first. What is that? Like, you go first, the universe will follow. You know, like, it's like you go first. You're the fucking leader. You need to lead. You can never be dominated or bullied because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Your strength and power can flow from your spiritual connection. So, this is where, like, your strength and your power comes from your spiritual connection. So what is that for you? Like, for me, it's meditating. Meditating, exercise, beach, like, that's where my power is. Well, I draw power from that. But in my meditation, in my deep meditation, right, meditating for like an hour at a time, that strengthens the connection to my spirit and my soul, to my human self, from the outer world to the inner world. And that's where the protection lays. That's where your confidence lays. That's where that is. And with trauma and all the societal imprinting, it gets knocked away, knocked away, knocked away, knocked away. So this could be a sign for you to reconnect to that as well. And then the bear, I'm just going to read it anyway. The spirit of the bear is also... You are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. What have we just been talking about? Oh, it's so funny, reality awareness totem, right? No matter how unlikely it might seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into the light of life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and you shall soon manifest. And shall soon manifest. This is like, I just felt like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon, right? I love that. I think I need to read that every day for a little while. Oh, that's funny. Okay. It encourages our natural ability to find the sweetness of life. Like, the sense that's coming through with all of this reading of the collective is kind of like, to stay in your power is not, like, what's the word? Like, it's not, okay. I was going to say all these things. To stay in your power is not reactive. It's strong, it's calm, it's confident, it doesn't get knocked by things. Like, it's like reconnecting with your softness is your power. Reconnecting to your spiritual connections is your strength. Like, there's so much strength in that. And you can feel it in the groundedness of, like, who you are. It's really strong. Love it when you laugh and almost like a told you so. Told you so? Good way. I get it. Lena says, when I did your Meet Your Animal Spirit Guide meditation, I got the bear. He was so beautiful. Yes. It's the best. Knowing your spirit guides, it's interesting, right? Because a lot of animals have come up in this. The bear, the deer of Delta, the Garuda, the sun, reclaiming your power. I think that was all. So a lot. There's 4 out of the 6. So that is a lot of animals. So maybe it is about reconnecting to your animal spirit totem. And the thing about, like, when you, so in the life purpose activation kit, I actually give you one of the, I think I've got 3 or 4 of them, the animal spirit guide meditations. They all do different purposes. But the one in the life purpose activation kit, like, I want to say, like, the purpose of reconnecting to your animal spirit guide is not just having, like, that animal by your side, or really awesome to teach your children as well. So when they're going to school and they feel scared, to be calling upon their lion when they're walking into school grounds, etc. So with your animal spirit guide meditation, you can do that with your child, like laying next to you. You can listen to that together. And then when you come out of it, talk about it and, like, what animal did you get? And so really awesome for children, but also for yourself when you're dealing with things. But also, I want to say, like, a big piece of connecting to your animal spirit guides is really connecting to their unique intuition of how they receive their animal instinctual intuition. So you're really activating that of that particular animal. So obviously every animal is different and has a unique way that they interpret the world and intuition in their, like, you know, I guess attributes and qualities as well. But then that's how, like, that switches on for you, and it's like you become that attribute and you have that intricate little piece of the puzzle that sits there in the big picture of your intuition as well, of how you interpret the world and how you're seeing through their intuition. So like the eagle, seeing that bigger perspective, having the courage to face whatever it is that you're facing right now with that calm, strength, confidence of a lion. Doesn't get knocked by things. Okay, I have a round of yes pleases. So if you're new here, let me know if this is your first time to my live stream. So for this round of yes pleases, so how I'm going to move into individual readings now. So if you can just type in yes please, and I'll have a list of yes pleases that come up. If you would like the Life Herbs activation kit, just comment kit below and I can send it to you. It's $88.88 US, and there is a plethora of things in there that is going to help activate your purpose, make you more psychic, heal and unblock those things that are keeping you in those repetitive patterns, whether that's for your purpose, for getting clear on what relationship is right for you, or increasing income in your business, unlocking the creativity that allows you to 10x your income today. Okay, so the yes pleases. What else was I going to say there? Yeah, so this is like really about coming back to your instinctual self with all the animals. Trusting intuition. In Trust Intuition is the inner circle, and that takes it deeper. We go into more specifics. We heal deeper traumas. Life Purpose Activation Kit definitely gets you on path, but if you're really wanting to unlock the deep facets of why you're actually here and your unique gift to leave the legacy that you're born for, that would be Trust Your Intuition. And in Trust Intuition, Life Purpose Legacy, it's the inner circle, so you get access to everything as well in there. All my courses coming up. We've got Transcendence starting soon too. We can never leave the matrix because we're here, we're humans. So unless you choose to leave this realm, we're in it. We can, you know, we can be as off-grid as we like, but you still drive on the roads and you still use the cars and you still use the telephone communication lines. Like, we're in it. And I think we need to be. Unless you want to be a Buddha monk on the mountains. Okay. You weren't born in this society to dissipate and disappear into the caves. You're here for a fucking purpose to change the world. Okay. I love Transcendence too. Transcendence is coming up. So excited. I'll talk more about that soon. Okay, so this card reading that I've already pulled, that's coming through really strongly. Okay, so Carlo. So Carlo Cervello. Are you still here? If you can just let me know if you're still here, because I just started talking for a bit. So Transcendence is really about unplugging from the energetics of what keeps us stuck in the matrix, to really like allowing your unique purpose while still being part of the world. Like, we're still here. We can't leave. Well, you can, but you're here. Okay, so Carlo, this is really interesting because I was just talking about coming back into your power in that soft way, and you've actually got Take Back Your Power. Archangel Raziel too, by the way. So Archangel Raziel, I work so strongly with. So Archangel Raziel is really about taking that esoteric intuition, understanding, and bringing it into conscious understanding. So I feel that there's a part of you, Carlo, that is really needing to trust yourself, and like it's almost like what I'm seeing is like you, and then like a whirlwind or hurricane around you trying to pull you into things, and you have been pulled into some things, and I'm like, pull back into yourself, pull back into your power. Yeah, and again, because this is the past card for you, the clairvoyance, so it's Raziel again. So I'm helping your spiritual sight to fully awaken so you can clearly see heavenly love. You've got Breathe, Archangel Raphael. in the future. And then you've also got clear your space. So you're hoping for, what you're hoping for and what you're scared of is that this will get resolved, and for your energy to be cleared and the whole space, like the whole thing to be sorted out. But you're so scared of it. Like, is it going to happen? Zhou Fiao is all about beautifying your thoughts, beautifying the space, feng shui, etc. So in essence of really like I want to say stay positive around the outcome, like you're influencing that right now. And then gentleness, it's almost like, again, this is what we're talking about with the lion, and it's like that strong, soft power, the bear as well, you know, it's kind of like coming back into your power. I almost want to say stop running around and drop into your power. Like, what is that for you to pull back your power? But also like stop, it's almost like stop questioning yourself, stop questioning, like, you know what to do. So no, I know it's like the same message pretty much of what we're just talking about, but there is that. Oh, and teaching and learning. So you're going through this because a part of your purpose requires this of you, and this is why you've got that overhead view. So the clairvoyance, and so Raziel in both of these cards is clairvoyance. Like I said, is Archangel Raziel's gift is taking that esoteric information that only you can understand and translating it for humans to understand. Like, that is a big part of why you're going through this right now. And I just, this is the bottom card, but I pulled this up and this one came up as well, and it's the divine order, Raguel. And you can see it's like everything is working out in a fair and just manner. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. But I keep getting for you specifically that you're being pulled into the hurricane. Like, it's like you're good. You're like standing here, but there's this one avenue that's just like pulling you down or pulling you into the chaos. And it's like, no, like you don't need to like pull yourself back from there. So in my life purpose activation kit, there's the recalling your energy meditation. There's also the clairsentient sponge clearing meditation that would be really good to help you stay clear and focus and be able to call your power back. Of course, there's the animal spirit guide meditations in there as well. So if you want that, comment kit below. So this is like really strong though, that there's something that you're learning here in not just your emotional intelligence, but on a spiritual level. Like, you're learning something that's quite deep on a spiritual level. It's almost like gaining the knowledge and the wisdom. Isn't it interesting? Because I just spoke about, unless you want to be a Buddha on the mountains, like, you need to be here, not specifically for you, but you know. So yeah, Lena's saying sponge clearing is my favorite. It's honestly like a clairsentience best friend. Just go to more than chakra clearing. It's, yeah, it just instantly clears you for understanding what the hell's going on. As I said, especially if you're feeling confused at the start. But as I said for you, Carlos, there's something here that is like, I want to say pulling at your power, pulling at your energy, but it's something that you're learning because this is a really deep part of your purpose. So as I said, you've got breathe, Archangel Raphael, and gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. So really listening to what you're being guided to do with all this information. And I feel there's a big part where like you're turning up doing what you need to do, but there's also nothing else you can do. Like the divine order, everything is how it needs to be right now. Be very gentle with yourself, breathe, you know, breathe deeply, reconnect to spirit if you may, like we're talking about earlier too. It's like you're doing everything you need to do, and everything is also out of your hands because you're learning these crucial facets for your purpose and what you're here to do with this. But definitely work with clearing your space, clearing your energy, staying connected, using the clairsentient sponge clearing. I'm not sure if you have the life purpose activation kit, but that would be the one to really jump into there. So like, I want to say like everything's getting resolved. And this is like the knowing when to take action, knowing when to just wait. Like, and I feel like you're really mastering that right now. But if you're getting pulled in, pull yourself out and then just hands off. Just, what is it? Like, let go and let God. Yeah, really strong. So I don't know, sort of getting like a relationship for you as well. It's almost like that's what's pulling you off, but it's kind of like there's nothing like that you need to do. Like, it's like let go, let God. And then I just pulled this. It's the comfort, which is the grief, which can represent like a relationship breakup or letting go of an old past situation. And then the chakra clearing on the bottom. So again, you need to clear your energy. So working with the clairsentient sponge clearing, the recalling your energy, of course, chakra clearings in the life purpose activation kit as well. Definitely that. Okay. Yes, during Lionsgate. Yeah, technically it's still Lionsgate energy, isn't it? I forgot about that. That's probably why the Lionsgate card came up. For sure. Okay, so that was for Carlos. So I'll have another round of yes pleases, please. So you can comment yes please. Now that I've finished that for Carlos, close off space, opening up another portal of who is this for? You're welcome. Okay, so who is this one for? And the thing is that like when we are really strong, that like we live a different life, we have a strong purpose, like we know that, relationships will usually be the thing that pulls us off purpose. And so when we can hone and strengthen our intuitive abilities to really like not let those distractions be distractions, our purpose really takes off. And that, what did I say at the start? Archangel Chamuel is the life purpose archangel that gets you on path, that like when you're on purpose and on path and not getting distracted by the relationships that are trying to pull you off path, right? Because distractions and sabotage can come up in many different ways. And for psychic entrepreneurs, people who are here to bring something else to the world that's not yet here, the like, you know, third world problems type thing is like the relationship distractions. It's like, we're not here for that. Here for a purpose. So don't let it pull you off. Because when you fully commit and come into alignment with that, that's when everything turns up. Oof, who's this one for? Okay. So trust intuition is obviously where we really work with that. The life purpose activation kit will pull you back onto path. The trust intuition inner circle is where you get access to everything. Inner circle access and group coaching from me on a weekly basis. But that's where we really take the legacy side of what we're here to do to, I want to say, to the extreme. But your partner in crime will turn up when you're doing that. And they will be exactly like you. That is why you're always single. Yes, I was single for a long time with bits here and there. And when it happens, it's the full alignment. Because what we're doing is we're waiting. It's the alignment. Because we know. Okay, so who is this for? Because this is a pretty strong message coming through as well of these cards that I've just pulled. Okay, so two people jumping out. So Ashley, Renee, and Casey. So I'm just going to read both at the same time. So the first thing that I pulled before was Jophiel, outdoors. And this can also represent a break. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So when we start, go outside, connect with nature, reconnect. What is the whole sort of theme of this live stream been about? Connect to your spiritual sources, to yourself, etc. Now, we're just talking about relationships and how they can be a distraction or really support your purpose. When a relationship becomes a distraction to your purpose is when you don't believe in your purpose and when you don't believe in yourself, in that you are worthy of having someone who's fully on purpose with you. And it will always pull you down. Now, this is like talking about the Lionsgate and the lion that came out on the collective. So this one is a tough love, like tiger. Now, in the liquid crystals, the tiger is the ruby, which is the spiritual warrior. This is lavender. Lavender clears psychic energy. It clears the field. And tough love from the ruby warrior tiger is like, your fucking purpose is calling you. Stop getting pulled down and distracted by the relationship shit, because if it was meant to be, it would already be. And it keeps pulling you down, right? Overline card is just be. If it was meant to be, it would already be, and it wouldn't be a fucking distraction. It wouldn't be causing you emotional turmoil, and it wouldn't be triggering the fuck out of you. Now, any relationship triggers the fuck out of you, but do you have the emotional intelligence on board to understand where those triggers are coming from, what it is, and heal it before it even surfaces? That is the level of trust intuition. When you're on purpose, this is what it is. Anything else is a distraction to your fucking purpose. You're supposed to be exuberant. It says quietude, but I'm like loud, loud and bold. But it's like the exuberant quietude, which again comes back to that power, that inner power that you know. Like, what is the truth that you really fucking know? And the truth is that you know that this relationship is not right for you. It's in the past. It is pulling you down, and it is pulling you away from your beautiful, clear light that is grounded and secure and clear. Because when you are in the right relationship, it will make you feel grounded, it will make you feel secure, it will make you feel safe. Any other relationship other than that is not the right relationship for you. And you know it. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Spiritual warrior, Ruby, on path, purpose, spiritual warrior, like, you know this. Distill yourself, time to cleanse. Seems like a really big message. I'm doing individual readings here, but hello. It's time to walk to your inner world, to clear and heal, to come back fully in alignment so that you can just be on your purpose without the cyclic circles that are driving you up the wall. See the moon there, the triple goddess moon? Because your intuition already knows that on the other side is the sun, and you can come into the full alignment of being yourself without ridicule. And again, coming back to the inner sanctum. This was the pile of cards on top, right? Of the bottom card, just be. I just kept going. So, yes, it's on purpose, right? On purpose, on path. So, Casey, there is something you need to walk away from that you already know. Tough love, you already know this. I'm just going to see what the actual message is in the exuberant quietude, the passion flower. She begs you to pause in questing and take time for a new experience in a quietude. So I wrote a blog about this. I think I actually shared it with you not long ago in the private support group, Casey, around like when we let go of a relationship, why does it keep coming back? We can cut all the cords, we can cut all the, like do all the rituals, and then it fucking just keeps coming back again. This one here, exuberant quietude. Oh, Smokey, do you want to come in? Oh, he's in the rain. Sorry, I'm just going to get my daughter to let him in. I've got the window open there, so hang on. Hang on, Boki. Sorry, can you hear him? Smokey, Dale, come and get you. Oh, that breaks my heart. It's so funny because like the front door's way over there and I come around. It's funny how they just know where you are in the house. Okay, that's your intuition. That's this intuition of the animal instinct. Sorry guys, but got a bit distracted. So this exuberant quietude, and the cat is the intuition. You already know, right? Cats are intuition. So exuberant quietude, she begs you to pause in your questing and take time for a new experience. When we cut the cords to an old relationship, let it go, do all the rituals, and then it comes back and we're like, oh, maybe it's meant to be because it comes back. But the same fucking shit keeps happening. The same cyclic, bloody, roundabout shit keeps happening, right? Because in a true love relationship, you work on stuff, it heals and shifts, and you heal the patterns, right? And in the right relationship, you feel safe and things come up and they heal. In the wrong relationship, things come up and you keep going round the roundabout, and you keep going round and round, and it's draining, it's fucking exhausting, it's tiring, it's all the things, right? But in the right relationship, stuff comes up, you face it and you heal. Doesn't mean that stuff doesn't come up, but it heals because you're safe finally. So in the exuberant quietude, and as I said, I'm pretty sure I popped that link into my blog that I wrote ages ago, like when you do all the cuttings, rituals, all the things, and it keeps coming back, it's only because I want to say it's testing you, but you're not allowing the time for the new energy and integration of a new paradigm to land. And so you keep getting pulled in. This is probably that hurricane feeling. You keep getting pulled in to what's familiar. Oh, it's coming back. Oh, no. Like, no, it's not. No. So this is really strong. And I was reading for two people here at the same time. Sorry, just remembering the name. Casey and Ashley. So this thing here around the exuberant quietude, this is, she begs you to pause in your questing and take time for a new experience. You have to allow enough space when you're breaking patterns, when you're stepping out of old paradigms, when you're healing. You have to allow enough space for your system to embody a whole new frequency. When you're going around and around and around, or you cut and you keep going back, you're not giving the space enough time to allow that new frequency in. She is begging you. She begs you to pause in your questing and take time for a new experience in a quietude. Because the piece is that as an inner child, we grew up in probably abuse or emotional unavailability or alcoholism or something else, right? Whatever the abuse was, or whatever the sort of unhealthy patterns and dialogues is that you grew up in. Like, we grew up in it. That's normal, right? And so we're breaking and healing the normal to come back to. Oh, Smokey Adea's not answering her phone. Sorry. Oh, baby's breaking my heart. I did try calling him before the live stream, so. Boki, you're going to have to wait, mate. So, because being able to be quiet and still is Passion Flower's secret to exuberant expansion without stress or burnout. Ooh, did you just hear that? Sounds like the new healthy love paradigm that you're wanting. Because when we grow up in the shit becomes normal. Hence why we attract the relationships that we do. When we're breaking out of that to experience peace and quietude and healthy love, there is a breaking away and a rewiring and a repatterning of your cellular what is normal. Sometimes healthy love feels boring. Who's ever experienced that? Where you're like, there's like, I'm not really in love with this person. And then look in hindsight and I'm like, actually, that was probably a really healthy relationship that I walked away from. Why? And now I'm in this toxic shit. Why? Because your system is not used to healthy love. In Trust Intuition, we're healing all of those parts that allows you to embody a new frequency to attract the healthy love and have the healthy relationships that heal you and not leave you more traumatized. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So just going to see these here. Yeah, you're not the only cat lady. There's quite a few of us out there. Okay. So just checking. So yeah, so this was for Ashley and for Casey. See, there's relationships when you say like you're in love and it takes work. So there's relationships that can take work, and then there's purpose-driven relationships that are on the purpose. That the work is the purpose, not the relationship. It's not that anything's bad, good, right, or wrong, but at the same time, there's that, like, the message coming through really strongly. And if you follow me and if you like love all the things that I share and do, like purpose-driven love is for you, this is the part here. Time to distill yourself, time to go in and walk the inner sanctum think that came up here as well. Cyclical, perseverance to come out so that you can be yourself, because it's the inner sanctum that heals. Look, here's the healed part that flowers and blossoms and attracts the new frequency, but you have to go in to rewire that. Really strong. Time to take a break, a decent break, to allow what you're really wanting in, because otherwise you're just going to stay where you are, and that's a choice. Okay, I have another round of yes pleases. I think Smokey will be fine. He'll be there. Poor thing. I wasn't ignoring you, Smokey. It's funny. Okay, who is this for? That was for you, Tracy. Because there's a reason why you guys watch me. There's a reason why you guys resonate with me. I've been a person who's been in unhealthy relationships, and I've also been a person who's walked away from unhealthy relationships because I knew that purpose-driven love was the right for me. And I waited and I aligned and I did the inner fucking work. And now I can say this is why I did that. Now I can say that everything that I always spoke about, here's the proof in the pudding. I'm like, here's the proof in the pudding. Okay, who is this card for? I'm talking all about relationships today. Here we go. Just came in on the end of that. Yeah, I think that you need to rewatch that part. Yeah. Okay. All right. We do love you, Smokey. Smokey, it's all right, mate. He is the adventurer. Okay. Smokey. Okay. I'm working through the guilt of having to run off and go and do that. He's fine. If he wants to come when I don't call him and I'm busy, well, he's just going to have to wait a moment more. It's fine. Okay. All right. So this strong message. Okay. Rose Marie Johnson. I want to say the belief in your dreams is not going unheard of, but you're needing to action them. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. This is also about trusting your intuition. Thank you for helping me have faith so that I can open my heart wider in relationships. And I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Trustworthy people come into your life when you've walked that inner, what is it? When you've distilled yourself, right? When you can go in and face your own darkness and self, that is when you will have someone who matches that. They won't shy away, they won't react, they won't come up against you, they will hold you in that. So for you, he wants to be part of, let Smokey in. Oh my goodness. Okay, go get Smokey. All right. Did I make you guys feel guilt too? This is like feel the guilt and do it anyway. This is not bending to other people's needs when you're needing to do your purpose work. Ooh, here's the lesson here. I could have run off, but I was like, no, I just called him before. Okay. We're breaking patterns, guys. So for Rosemary Johnson, this is the person you're asking about is trustworthy. This is about trusting your intuition no matter what's going on around you. In the past, you have your children are watched over, and I want to say like this is the healing of your inner child. And then to trust yourself and be in the deep strength of who you are. Prayer will help the situation. So again, so much like strengthen your spiritual connection right now. Strengthen that trust in God and trust in yourself by your spiritual practices, whether that is meditation, whether that is, I don't know, whatever your strengthening practices are. And here we are, honor and trust your feelings. This is literally the trust your intuition card in this deck. So like what you're hoping for and what you're scared of is to trust your intuition, but like, oh, I hope I'm right. Eek, I know I'm right and I'm doing it, but I hope so too. Yeah. And this decide to be happy now. And this is exactly what the message I was getting for you really strongly. Rosemary or Rosemary Johnson, yeah. Like the person you're asking about is trustworthy. You can trust yourself. I want to say trust yourself before you trust others, to be able to like do what you're being asked to do. But it's kind of like you're needing to just do what you're being guided to do to be able to trust yourself. Oh, does that make sense? Like if you keep pandering to everyone else that's trying to pull at your energy, you're never going to be able to do what you're being guided to do. And this is where it's like trusting yourself over what everyone else is telling me to do on this live stream and go and get smoky. Do you see? And I'm doing this now on purpose because this is a really strong feeling that everybody's feeling, that everyone panders to, and that's why they don't do their purpose work. That's why they keep caving to relationships that are not serving them instead of being able to hold your ground. And I want to say, decide to be happy now. You will be most happiest and in alignment with your soul and fulfillment of your destiny. Anybody can make a business. Anyone can do all that, but are they fulfilled? That's the biggest difference. Are they fulfilled? Are they doing what they love? Are they with people they love? Or are they in shit situations because they keep pandering to what everyone else is pulling them down to? And the guilt, that guilt. I could have got up because I felt guilty. I was like, oh, poor Smokey, he's out in the rain. Like, there's cover out there. There's the patio. There's the dog bed with the cozy blanket on it. He's fine for a minute. But the guilt almost drove me. And when we keep allowing guilt to drive us because of our people pleaser or because of our inner child unwoundedness or because of whatever it is, we're never going to be in alignment. We're never going to do our purpose work. We're always going to be everyone else's thing. And at the end of the day, we're going to be burnt out, resentful, not being able to sleep because we didn't get what we wanted to get done. And all the patterns keep repeating and we're still in that cycle. So for you, Rosemary, yeah, I feel guilt and I will do it anyway. Exactly, right? This is like saying no, feeling the guilt and doing it anyway. When you say no to others, you say yes to you. So we just had a real live example there. Do we see that? See, none of you knew you had cover. Of course he does. There's the patio, the dog beds, the fluffy blankets, like there's water, there's food out there, he's fine. And he goes adventuring for 3 days at a time and comes back, he's fine. He's the adventurer, right? So you can continue to honor and trust your intuition no matter what anyone else is telling you to do. Keep strengthening your connection. So yes, prayer will help the situation because you're asking for help from God, spirit God, guides, angels, etc. But you're also strengthening your connection with yourself. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. You can trust yourself over other people at this time. Hope that was a big lesson for all. I even talked about in my book about how animals distract us from our purpose. Unless you're like an animal healer and that's what you do, that's what you do. But when we're continually, being pulled off by all the things that we could do, is that what you're really meant to do? Look, God is in charge. God is in charge. And when you do what's right for you, it's right for everybody else. See, there's only love in this situation. Yes, great reminder of my own awesome intuition and strength. Exactly, right? Exactly. Okay, I have another round of yes pleases. Yeah. Another round of yes pleases. If you're wanting to strengthen your intuition, trust intuition is where it is. If you're wanting to not get pulled into all the drama that keeps you in those cyclic patterns and relationships from having what you really, really want, trust intuition is for you. The right relationship is waiting for you, but you have to be in alignment for it. And that doesn't involve continuing to pander to everyone's little pull at your energy throughout the day when you're trying to work, for example. We just had a real life example. Did you see how strong that was? Like I even almost got up. I was like, oh, my daughter's not answering. Oh, well, we're just going to have to wait, and kept going. And everyone's like, I almost did. Why? Because there was all the comments like, go and get Smokey. And I was like, I almost got up. I was like, no, he's fine. Usually I would get up, but also I'm like, it's fine. So the spoonful of sugar, the marshmallow, let's have a look here. Spoonful of sugar helps medicine go down. I'm not sure what medicine we're talking about, because not all medicine is good medicine. Not all pandering is good pandering. There's no good fucking pandering, by the way. I'm just going to read what this while I'm waiting for the yes pleases. Great example. Yes, it is. Because every little distraction, because, you know, I could let him in and then something else would happen, and then something else would happen. It's like, where do you draw the line? Where does that stop? If you can't hold yourself when everything is pulling at you, this is where the work is. There is nothing Marshmallow would love more than to spend time in your kitchen. She'll lean over your shoulder offering suggestions and adorning your salads for thickening soups like, oh, this one. Confirming what we just talked about. But Marshmallow is not to dwell in the past. She takes too much joy in bringing ease into the present, and there's much work to do. Call upon Marshmallow when you need to soften and rediscover sweetness, when you need to stay connected. Look, here's and so interesting, the forbidden fruit is what's the bottom card after I just shuffled that for whatever reason, and in between reading. And the forbidden fruit, and now the spoonful of sugar, it's kind of like, are you going to take a bite of what's going to distract you from thing? Like, it's such a real life example. Thanks, Smokey. We love you, boy. I'll come and get you in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, so whether it's in friends, whether it's in like business relationship, whether it's like client relationship, whether it's like family, friends, like any intimate relationship, doesn't matter what relationship it is, if you can't hold your own and know when you're being pulled into other people's hurricanes and being able to just hold that for yourself, you're never going to get your purpose work done. You're never going to stay in alignment for what you're really here to do, right? Yeah. Because it's the guilt that will drive us into like, oh, okay, I'll just give in. And then at the end of the day, we feel like shit again, right? Yeah. Okay, so this reading, yeah, so in Trust Intuition, that's what we do. That's really what we're doing. Oh, covered in goosebumps. We're strengthening that resolve so that you can get on the fucking path of your purpose. Doesn't matter what relationship, whether it's intimate relationship, we're in relationship with everything. That's why I include the third eye chakra consciousness in Trust Intuition, because the third eye is all about relationships. It's all about relationships. The dynamics in relationships and understanding exactly what we just experienced on that live stream then. Oh, covered in goosebumps. Okay, who is this for? This reading is for. Okay, so Kylie. It's like Kylie, but it's Kaylee. So Kaileigh. Are you still on the call? Are you still here? Okay. I'll just wait to see if you're still here because I was sort of talking for a minute. So Kaylee? Kai? Yes, you're here. Okay, cool. So first of all, bottom card, but this one was like sticking up. So receptivity, allowing yourself to receive. So if you're constantly getting, just sort of explaining what we're talking about then as well. If you're having trouble receiving love, abundance, the wealthy desire, the healthy desire, the whatever it is, and you're constantly getting pulled in all these different directions, how are you supposed to receive? If you're not in alignment with your energy and with your purpose and with what you're holding yourself to, how are you going to receive? So it's interesting. I was going to say Kai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's interesting with the receptivity coming up. Transparency, always about honesty. Are you being honest? Are you in alignment? Are you in your truth? Right? Because to receive, you need to be in alignment, not pandering to the guilt that's driving you because of what? Trust Intuition is what we're tapping into, right? So for you, Kai, specifically, bottom card, receptivity. Now, hummingbird is the ear chakra consciousness animal totem, and the hummingbird represents a new frequency. Now, we've just been talking about that on this live stream as well. Holding a new frequency allows you to, you have to be able to hold that new pattern and paradigm and embody that new frequency to allow yourself to receive what it is that you're, I want to say, hoping, wishing for, what you've been working for, of why you walked away from the shit in the first place, right? Of why you said no. And what's really interesting for you, Kai, is that you've got the sanctuary, which is about boundaries, which is about saying no. That is in the right now card. Now, what's really interesting is that in the past is the vulnerability card, and this is about healing the masculine. Open your heart, allowing yourself to be tender, but also, there's an honoring the masculine card in this deck. This is not specifically this. This is about opening your heart, allowing yourself to be tender, allowing yourself to receive that support, being held in that way. That comes with a lot of trust and being in the right relationship. Now, I kind of feel like you are, but you're questioning it. But the piece here is that you're just needing to set some boundaries for yourself. Now, what's also interesting with this sanctuary card is that, okay, so have you opened your heart to the wrong person and now you're scared to do it again? This one here, the sanctuary, is, what is it? So the actual sort of story of this card is that, like, this woman married a man. She was secretly a mermaid, and she had and needed her own sanctuary, her own bathroom where she could go in and lock the door and, you know, become a mermaid in the water and spend time being herself, right? And one day he broke in and didn't trust her, and then, you know, so it was like her space was invaded. So there might be some pieces for you where you're needing to heal, where you've been hurt in the past about that, like your boundaries were violated. Or if you're feeling angry, anger is where you have been violated, like somebody's crossing your boundaries. So anger can be many things, but it can be like grief as well. So under all anger is grief. But also anger is like when somebody's crossing your boundaries and they're not listening to you about what you're needing in the relationship or in a space. Could also be a work situation for you. And then this one is like you're wondering whether you're needing to go on this voyage or like a spiritual pilgrimage. Could be like the inner work that you're needing to get done, like distill yourself. But I feel that this is like you have been actually considering travel or moving away or going away. But I think before you do that, it's more like, okay, where is the boundaries that are being crossed here? And can I speak up to, you know, be vulnerable again, to really, like, you know, it's almost like the healing, what I'm getting for you is like your healing comes in speaking up and actually asking for what you need in relationship, in the space, and that's going to heal you. And it's like, oh, I'm covered in goosebumps, like that's going to allow you to feel safe again and open your heart again even more, because you're allowing yourself to heal by, it's almost like by trying again, but because you're in the space that you can. But, you know, traveling and stuff, like maybe you need to go on a trip, sure, but the inner voyage is like allowing yourself to trust that you can speak up again, and it won't, and it's almost like it won't be treaded on, because you've healed to an extent that you can be open and receptive, because you're being honest, and you've always been honest, and you have been in alignment. That's why this is here. That feels really positive, but it's kind of like your healing comes in you speaking up and being vulnerable again. Yeah, see, you're safe. It's safe for you to do this. Like you're in the right space and safe place and space to be able to do this. And this is, the crossing the deep waters, because when we allow ourselves to open again, be vulnerable, and anything that's been crossed in the past before, by allowing ourselves to try again in the right space, it allows us to heal. We can't heal when we're in a relationship that we don't feel safe in. But the inner voyage is going to allow the transformation and healing to be able to receive in a brand new paradigm. New frequency alert card. Hope I'm saying your name right then. And then the bottom card after I shuffled this one of you're safe is prioritize. So stay focused on where you're going. That's probably what this is about too. Don't get distracted by everything. Keep going in the direction you were going. Yeah, the voyage, yes, the inner voyage, but it's almost like it doesn't have to take up the time that it used to because you're in a different frequency now. So let yourself receive. It's like the more you let yourself receive here, it's almost like the faster that everything's going to shift into the frequency of what you've done all the work for in the first place. Yeah. Okay. All right. I have to leave it there. I need to get ready for my client. I was going to do another one. I'm like, no, I need to get ready for my client. But what I will pull is just one for everyone, for those people who have stayed here as a closing reading. I'm starting to do. I did that last week, I think, too. Okay. For everyone, disengage from outcomes. Smokey was a beautiful teacher today. Disengage from outcomes. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. What did we just talk about? Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. So trust your intuition is where we really heal this stuff. It's the healing of the past. It comes into allowing yourself to receive the highest vibrational alignment. And look, oh my God, this is the one that flew out of the deck. I fucking love this card too. Breakthrough to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to bust forth into your consciousness. Hello. Hello. And the whale frequency is the light body. It is the new paradigm. It is that place of coming into what it is. And see the inner desires. The inner work is where it's at. You have to allow space for a new frequency to embody. And that takes time. It does. And if you're in a relationship and then you step out and it happens fast, it's like a woman has left a relationship long before she's actually left. Always remember that. So it can happen fast, but you have to come into alignment and you have to stop pandering to everyone else that's pulling at you to really bust through to a new paradigm of why you know that the one that you're in isn't right in the first place. If you like details, trust intuition, just comment trust below. If you want to start, it's the Life Purpose Activation Kit. So just comment kit below and you can jump in through there as well and get started. But if you really want to align to your highest frequency and step into a new paradigm, that is, and leave the legacy that you know you're born for, that would be trust intuition. I shall see you guys next week, same time here, and you might see me in between. Bye.